She was told, and this is where it gets heartbreaking, her oldest son would die and she needed to be there when he did. So of course, when Mary heard this, she was devastated and she begged and begged and begged for them not to have this happen, or to allow her to stay and not allow that to happen. You know, making bargains like, I don't want this to be. But again, she was told in a very, very loving way, she said, that this is the plan. She will be okay. She will be held during it all, and she will be prepared. While Mary was hearing this, her friends and husband were working on resuscitating her on the riverbank in Chile, where a rescue team eventually came, flew her out, where she was thought to be dying overnight. But miraculously, she wakes up, she's in a hospital bed. They did eventually fly her out to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where she made a full recovery. Now, it was a long journey. It wasn't like she woke up and was perfectly fine. There was a long journey ahead for her, but she did fully recover. Now, after she fully recovered and while she was fully recovering, she still knew what she had gone through. She still remembered what had happened to her, who she had met, and what they had said, which was her son would die. She knew her oldest son would die and die soon. They didn't say exactly when or how or where, but she knew he would die and she knew he would die young. And that is why she came back, so she could be there for her family when he did. So over the years after she recovered, she kept that secret about knowing that her son would die to herself. But she said that she did try to live in peace with that truth, just remembering what she had felt and witnessed after she had died, knowing that there is a full plan, that her son, when he did die, would be fully taken care of, just like she was when she died. And sure enough, 10 years later, in 2009, her son tragically died in a car accident. I believe he may have been hit by a car. Mary said at the time, as horrible as it was and as horrible as it still is, she felt the truth of what was told to her in that moment. And it really helped validate that, like, what she experienced was real, was true. And she truly knows and believes that her son is okay, and that anyone and everyone who dies lives on and is okay. And it's all part of a bigger plan. So Dr. Neal since then obviously has had a change in perspective. She is still a surgeon. She says she's still like a type A pragmatic person who is grounded, but also has this deep, deep faith, knowing spirituality that there is something after we die and that our lives are divinely guided, and she is deeply, deeply and divinely cared for, just like she believes everyone else is. The book she wrote that I love and I have read is called To Heaven and Back. I believe she has other books written. She has a website. She does speaking engagements. And like I said, she's still a surgeon. Just an amazing story that really solidifies, you know, what I already believe. As a hospice nurse, you guys know I talk all the time about the things that I've witnessed from dying people, you know, them visioning and seeing their loved ones, them saying they see angels, them talking about a beautiful scene or beautiful music they're hearing right before they die. You know, all of these things go along with things that people who have had near-death experiences say that they've also experienced after they've died. I want to start doing more of these stories. I think it's important we kind of spread the word of other people's experiences. So if you have a story like this, or if you experience something like this, please email me so I can share your